Imagine that you're finally in the position to buy a house after years of hard work. But buying a house is the most expensive prospect you've ever faced. And even the large amount you've saved over the years isn't nearly enough to cover the price of the property. In this situation, what you're in need of is called financial capital. Financial capital is money saved by a person or institution for the purpose of investment. To fulfill your need for financial capital, you request a loan from the bank. This makes you the demander of financial capital, also known as the borrower. When the bank approves your loan request, it becomes the supplier of financial capital, also known as the lender. In effect, the bank is using its own savings to invest in your need for financial capital, with the promise of a return on their investment. The return on an investment of financial capital is called interest. Over time, the borrower pays the supplier a certain percentage of the total amount borrowed, over and above paying back the original amount of the loan. In other words, this interest rate is the price of money itself. So, how do interest rates affect supply and demand in financial markets? The answer goes back to some of our most basic economic concepts, the law of demand and supply as they relate to price, which in the case of financial markets is the interest rate. Let's look back at our example to understand what this means. Interest rates have been falling, which makes buying a house now a better deal for you. Many other people probably feel the same. They want to buy houses when interest rates are low because that lessens the amount of money they have to pay in the end. This is the law of demand in action. When the price of money is low, the quantity of money demanded in the financial market is high. From the supply side, financial markets similarly follow the law of supply. When interest rates are low, the bank wants to loan a lesser quantity of money out to prospective homebuyers because it means less return on the investments. And when interest is high, the bank will want to loan out larger quantities of money because the returns will be higher. As we can see, in financial markets there are prices, buyers, and sellers. Furthermore, prices dictate the levels of demand and supply. While buying a home can be complicated for many different reasons, the process as it relates to financial markets follows many of the same principles as do the markets for goods and services.